Well, I did you see the video I posted? Was it yesterday?
Uh, I don't think I got to yesterday. I've been so involved in some other stuff. I haven't looked at much. So what was that? An update on your board?
On my computer, yeah.
Yeah.
I put the front panel back on the scanner and scanned it again at a higher resolution to make sure that there wasn't any problems with soldering or anything on the front panel board.
Yeah.
And then I saw that I had forgotten to finish two chips, two chip sockets. I didn't solder, so I soldered them
Okay.
up, and now I can examine memory, and it's you can see the addresses go up. But when I go to deposit, it deposits an address 0, but it won't deposit anywhere else. So that's
Interesting.
where the computer sits now. As I don't know, I was looking at the scans I made of the other two mini front panels that I got from you, Terry. The first one doesn't have any changes on the back or the front from the chips and stuff. The second one, you put a wire up from one section, up from something near the top, and then down to, let's see, I do I have that in this? Yeah, okay, yeah. Um, let me, I'll do a share here.
Yeah.
Are the two revs? Are the two the same rev?
Well, that's it. The first board is a Rev E, and the second and third board are Rev F.
Okay,
So
so
it's
that's why there's a difference. Ref E probably had to be fixed.
no, Rev E doesn't have any changes on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So it's rev. So you had
go
to
ahead.
put the wire on the Rev F wire to get it.
Yeah, yeah. You put a wire on the back of Rev F.
Any idea what it's going to or what it is?
Nice. I got to try to
Um,
share it, I think he said.
Because
yeah,
I
it
can't.
won't let me share. The
It's not.
sharing is not turned on.
Oh God. Okay.
The only
I don't
thing
know. I don't know how to admin any of this stuff,
the only
guys.
thing I have on my Rev F is that resistor. It's not a wire, but it's a resistor, a pull-up resistor.
Yeah, what is that, like a 222 or something?
Yeah, it's a 2.2K going from one of the pins of the 8212 over to +5.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's a way where if there's an option to let you share, Walt. I don't know if there is or not. Stop video, monitor. Yeah, again, this is not my normal.
Pin 14 of the 8212.
Yeah, yeah, you're just pulling it. I think you're pulling it high, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
But
see.
the but the first Rev F you gave me, you fixed for me, has a wire going
Ah,
up.
okay.
Now,
So
if I could
so
get there.
okay, let's see. Who can start sharing when someone else is sharing? Host only, so I can switch it to all participants can share.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Walt, let me do that, okay? And let me close that off and let's see if that makes a difference for you, buddy. Again, sorry, this is not something I've messed around too much with the Zoom. I've only done a little bit with it.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
14.
So see, and
Oh,
that's not
yeah.
on 8212. That's on
It's okay. Okay, I see it.
yeah, so that's
Good picture, Walt, by the way. You know,
well, I do really nice high-res scans on a flat
yeah, no,
scanner.
no, that looks great. You
Is
can
that
sleep.
And that
is
board
that
Yeah.
works.
wire going only between 2 points or between 3 points?
Yes, is it hitting that
Oh,
middle
no,
point?
it's just in between those two things. It's not connected.
Okay.
Yeah, so it starts at the top point and goes to, let's see, that would be,
Oh, okay. That's D0. That's only probably because you had a bad trace.
look,
It's
it
going
goes from
to,
an LED to pin 6 of another chip. Let's see if I can,
Sometimes you'll do that if maybe when you soldered the LED, the pad got damaged. The trace to it got damaged. So, like you say, you ran a jumper down, a botch wire down. I
I'm
I know
trying to
I've had to do
see.
that. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's going to there. It's going to there. It's going to,
pin 6 of that middle IC, upper middle IC. I should have, added a little text as what,
it looks like it's a 74 LSO4. So
okay,
probably, yeah, you probably have a bad trace somewhere on that board. And I added the wire to fix that bad trace.
okay, so that fixes the LED going on and off then.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so other than that, there's no difference in, let's see if I can, and that's the front of the board. But, yeah, see, there's nothing else altered on that board. So that board wasn't altered. And you can see the jumper switch, the jumper plugs on the bottom. It's the first two on the left and the first one in the middle.
Is the first one in the middle actually jumpered, or is it?
All three of those are jumpered.
It should only be the the one, the one on the left.
No, this board works like this.
Okay.
That's the board that's in my the first Zeltair computer I built.
Okay. So there's nothing wrong with this board.
Yeah,
What board are you talking about that you can't deposit then?
well, that's the newest of the newest mini front panel I built.
Okay, I'm confused. Is
Yeah.
that the Rev E board?
It's a Rev F. Those are the second mini front panel and the third mini front panel are both Rev F.
And one works and the other doesn't?
Right.
And one has that one has the jumper or doesn't have the jumper.
Well, the jumper just fixes a broken trace.
Yeah, it looks like the
Makes an
jumper is just
LED
for the...
turn on and off.
Do you have the right value on this capacitor right here? This little, because remember there was some write-ups that were wrong about the
Well,
three capacitors.
That's something I don't know because I've never seen exactly what that capacitor could be, and I was trying to read it on the other Rev F board, but I can't read it. It's just way too tiny and in between
Okay.
chips and things.
I don't remember what it is, but there was a description of that a long time ago, or a few months ago on S100 computers. And you do not have anything in the C81 position, right? Sometimes people put something right here on the C81, which is not supposed to have anything.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me get the pictures of the board. Like they're on my other computer. Oh. I wish this camera would work on my main computer, but it don't.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think that's a 0.001, but I'm not. That's going from memory, which is quite often faulty.
I'm sometimes amazed that these front panels work at all because I'm looking at mine as I'm hearing you describe different things. In the places that I shouldn't have anything, I actually have a capacitor in there. Mine's working fine. So
Yeah, I don't think it matters that much on C81.
Yeah.
I think that's just a bypass cap. But this other one, C3, looks to me like it's C3, is one of the timing caps for one of the 123s, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Do you have a value for it or not?
I can't read it.
Yeah.
It's buried down between two sockets.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying you kind of have to. I think you have to look on S100 computers on the forum and look for the mini front panel messages.
Yeah, I think I did that before, but I couldn't find that thing was about the capacitor.
Yeah, there was a whole flurry going for a while about it. And I remember having problems with deposit, but I don't remember what the answer was. Also, by the way, Walt, notice I have the tape, the paper taped out on pins 53 and 70. I don't have one on 20 for some reason.
Oh, you got, but on my Zelter, I don't. Well, that's on the back. You know what? But I don't think I got those taped off on my.
Okay, that could be only for a certain CPU.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I think that was for the to get the one of the CPUs to work. Right.
Isn't like MRite and some other things on those lines?
I don't remember what 53 is, but it's one of the common ones that gets grounded on the
Yeah.
motherboards.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Tim, you're muted, bud. If you're talking, muted.
Lucky you. Yeah, those were some that were used on Altez and some of the very early stuff before the S100 bus got standardized.
Yeah.
And then they got grounded.
Yep.
So if the board grounds them and you've got CPUs that do something with them, that could cause problems. Yep.
Typically, I use an X-Acto knife and I cut them.
Yeah.
And on the solid state music CB2 board, just cutting them won't do any good because there's also an eyelet between the two right down here, so it still messes things up.
They wanted to make doubly sure it was grounded properly.
Yeah, so I had to do some significant surgery to get my CB2 to work on my IMSAI, my original IMSAI.
man, I tell you, I got.
Well, let me look. C3 should be the same on all of all of those front panels. Let me look at a schematic. Actually, I can't find the one shots. Oh, that's because this uses an 8224. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I've got all these huge schematics I've printed out sections of and then taped together.
Nice. No, I love that.
I think I would definitely go down to FedEx and print those on the big printer if it was me.
Yeah.
They're surprisingly cheap for black and white in the big
Is it?
printers.
Okay. Yeah.
The
I know.
color gets expensive. My wife ends up printing a bunch of stuff for her work in color.
Yeah,
And
these are color though. They've got
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in color it gets more expensive. The big
plus
color
I have
prints.
plus I have limited access to anything
Ah,
outside of the house lately.
oh. I'm like,
C3 is a .001 according to this schematic.
A .001?
Yes, .001 microfarad or 1 nanofarad.
Oh, I should look at .001. I mean, I don't remember what I put in there, but I went, is that in the bomb? Joe, you got the bomb, don't you?
I don't.
I don't know if I do. I'd have to go look for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Give me
think
a
that was
second.
an
I'll look.
issue also. I think the building materials was different at different times.
When he gave it to me, he said he gave it. I think he gave it for me for the one for his full size panel, that front panel that he
Yeah.
made. He said it's the same. Is what he told
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. But
Yeah, he
that's kind
just
of what I
shrank,
worked from.
the whole front panel footprint
yeah.
into a S100 board size.
Okay, front panel. Hold on a second. I'm seeing
I just
parts list, CPA parts list. What were you looking for? C3? Yeah, it says, so 0.001 microfarad.
I see that I'm looking at the one on the S100 site, and it shows C2 through 7 as like bypass caps at zero point 0.1 microfarads.
Right, those are the
Yeah,
bypass.
And then
one and 2 and 5 to 8, it says for here. But
interesting. The one on the S100 site just says 2 to 7.
here it says was a 1 to 2 is, and then 5 to 8 and 11 to 35 are all
Yeah.
0.1, and then 3 is um,
Interesting.
0.001, and then 4 is 0.01, 8 is 0.001.
Okay, so
9, yeah.
this must be an old version of the bill of materials on the S100 site then, because
Well,
it does not say that.
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, this is the CPA parts list, so that's from his
Oh, this is
full
the mini front
size.
panel parts list. But
Yeah,
even
yeah,
so,
but that's what he told me to use because he
Yep.
didn't have
so
something.
Yeah.
I'm
It's using.
guessing, yeah, the published one on the S100 site is incorrect then. Looks
Yeah,
like.
that's been a
Oh,
problem.
yeah, that's definitely bad. Yeah.
That's been a problem for a couple of years now because people, and supposedly the two boards have the same schematic, but I don't. If I remember correctly, there's some difference. There's a resistor and a capacitor in parallel on around one of the one shots that's on
Yeah.
one board and not on the other board.
So Terry, what was that capacitor? That's the double-aught one?
C3.
Okay, and then on the bomb I have, it says it's C8.
Yeah, that's what I said. The bill of material off the S100 site says C3 is 0.1.
Yeah.
So that might be your error there, Walt, is that you might have built it with the wrong bill of materials.
Yeah.
And then, so what should C8 be then?
C8's correct at 0.001, sounds like. But C3 is the one that should be 0.001 and not 0.1.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
That's what Terry's saying. It's basically C3 is incorrect on the old bill of materials.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix my bomb right now.
And that's
That-
what I had to do on mine and leave C81 blank.
So
Okay,
so it might just be a capacitor swap to get the one-shot timing right.
so let me get back onto that computer again. Yeah.
Yeah. When in doubt, I generally follow the schematic.
Yeah.
And on this one, it has C2 being a 0.1. We
Right.
talked about C3 being a .001.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I need my glasses to read anymore. My eyes are getting tired. C4, I can't read. C5 is a 0.1. C6 is a 0.1. C7 is a 0.1.
Yeah, I think most of the point ones are all the bypass caps, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then, but that C3 stuck down in there, that's a timing part of
Okay,
the timing
so
circuit.
yeah, so on here, looking at this, that's C3 where my blue cap is, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then C8, I don't know where's C8.
I don't know. What's C8?
C8 is another one that's 001, so it's probably another timing circuit.
Down here, the bottom right looks like another RC pair.
Is this C8?
Yeah.
Which one? Well,
Oh, you don't see the arrow from my computer?
Yes.
yeah, but it's pointing at. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Could be.
that's a little bit shinier, so I think that's another one of those.
Right.
Oh yeah, here's a
What's
better.
that in the bottom
Yeah.
right corner by R1?
That looks like another point one, but yeah. Looks like another bypass cap. If they're so yeah, so it sounds like you just need to take the board and check those capacitors, Walt, and see if they're the right values.
That C3, by the way, is the one shot for the deposit one. For the deposit one shot. I'm sorry. C3 is for the one deposit.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure that capacitor.
Make
is
sure that's a
0.01.
0.001. Yeah.
Yeah, 0.001. Sorry.
Well, it looks like I might be able to read that one.
It's funny because you say C8 is one of those.
0.001, that's what it lists on the old bill of materials. So, and that if that's that blue one right in the middle of that line of caps, then that's yeah.
I've got a different. Mine must be a. Is that a Rev F? Yes, it is. Wow, that. 1, 2. It's in the middle. Okay, 1, 2, 3. My board is labeled C4 for that middle cap.
Oh, okay. Which is a 0.1 again,
Yeah.
according to the BOM. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
And if it's for a 74-123, there's usually a resistor right by it somewhere.
yeah, they're using the resistor packs, I think. He's using RR7, the resistor, one of those black resistor packs.
yeah.
Walt, can I show you my board for a second?
Oh yeah.
I just want to show you. See there?
Yeah, they're all the same.
They're all
And
the same. And that one, this one is labeled C4, not C8.
Oh, okay.
These are all 0.001s. I think they're, I mean, point one, sorry. 0.1s. I keep getting myself screwed up today. And I think they're C C7, C6,
Okay.
C4, C5, and C6, according to my
Yeah.
according to the this board. And then this is the resistor pack
Right.
that's used as the resistor for all those timings. I do believe.
Okay, my C4 is
You're muted, Mike.
my C4 is a 103.
There you are.
We have a schematic for the board, though, right?
We have several schematics, some of which are correct and some of which are not.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Plus the bill of materials vary by location.
When I built mine, he told me to use his full size bill of material instead of the mini.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Well, it sounds very much like the mini bill of material on the S100 site is incorrect.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and what makes it worse is there's only one schematic that you can find for both Rev E and Rev F boards, and it took me forever to find the schematic. I finally found it and posted it in the S100 computers group at one point. But yeah, this board, it works great when you can get it running.
Yeah.
Doesn't that describe every single board that any of us owns?
Yeah, it works great when it's working great.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
This board needs a lot of extra tender, loving care than the other boards.
Yep. But yeah, I would double check that capacitor right there and make sure it's a 0.001 or 1 nanofarad or 0.001 microfarad, and that there's no capacitor in C81.
Yeah,
I don't know what C81 is supposed to do because I don't think I ever found it on the schematic.
I don't see it on the bill of material either. At least the CPA bill of material. I'm not looking at the other one. So.
At one point, I traced it out, but I don't remember what the result was. I know the left side pin is ground. Excuse me, the right side pin is ground.
You said that was C81? Is that what you called
C81.
it? I wonder if that's C8 because I don't think we found C8 on the board. I wonder if he just mislabeled it.
I think
I don't think Terry found. I didn't think Terry found C8 on his board.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at every capacitor.
So on the on the CPA thing, there is no. I don't see C81. I see a C8, and it says it's a 0.001, and it says Roger Whitehead reported that adding this value fixed the single step issue. So, it's just an interesting setup.
Write that in the chat. Put that in the chat.
It's on a different computer, but I'll try to. Walt. What do you want? Do you want these from the CPA thing?
Fixing the step mode.
Yeah, I'll throw it out there for you, bud.
I don't think C81 is actually connected to anything. There's a trace that goes right by it, close enough to be connected to it, but without a magnifying glass. And I tried 2 pair of glasses, and that didn't help. I can't see if it's connected to it or not. I don't think it is. I think C81 was a mistake.
Sounds like it.
Was an extra, not a mistake necessarily, but an extra
pair of pads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't want to go through this whole board looking for C8.
Yeah, C4.
Especially since I use small ones and some are underneath the switches.
But yeah, if deposit's not working.
Yeah, and that would definitely, if C3 is a 0.1 instead of a 0.001, that would definitely screw up that one shot.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a 0.1 because it's this blue thing, but
if it's a blue thing, and if I had my hands on that board, then it should be a 0.001. Because that's what my stock of 0.001s look like.
What's written on it, Walt? 104, 103?
He can't read it because it's down between sockets. Oh. You can't get to it to...
Yeah, okay, there we got it in sight. I'm trying to get it on my microscope here, but
yeah.
The sad part about this microscope is up and down and left and right are ass backwards because it comes in from the side.
I really need to invest in one of those. My eyesight is not what it used to be.
They're not ass backwards. You're just not used to Chinese microscopes.
No, I'm saying is it's on a swivel.
It's a different hemisphere now.
It's on a swivel that so the top of the screen. Oh, okay, it's a 102K something.
Okay, well that should be right then.
102K.
102. 0.00. I think isn't that 0.001?
Yeah, the K is voltage. 102 would be a 001.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so that's right. So that's
Okay.
not your problem.
So there are actually, it looks like two places. There's also C4, which is 0.01, which is part of the deposit circuit as well.
And another thing, well, double check your that
Deposit
resistor
next.
pack.
Oh,
Double check that resistor pack of 4700.
Yeah, I've already checked the resistor packs. They're all accurate.
Okay, yeah, because you had several that were open. Remember,
okay.
I had to change the resistor packs out.
Oh, I didn't check if they were open or closed.
Yeah, just ohm that package from pin 1 to all the other pins, and you should see roughly 4.7K on all of them.
4.7 says 47 on the
Okay, whatever it is.
R4.
47K?
R4 is 40. I'm looking at the schematic, 47K, yeah.
Okay.
R4, R8, R9. It's got to be, yeah, resistor pack. There are actually two capacitors associated with the deposit circuit, C3 and C4. So C4 is a 0.01, and it has to be correct as well, I'm guessing, to get this 97 microsecond pulse, according to the schematic. There's a little. So you could also put your scope on the output of U20 and see if the pulse is the right width.
I gotta get the light just right. Yeah.
Uh,
There. I'll show you. This is can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The camera.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see, so you can see the 102K.
Okay, so
Great.
that's not your problem then.
Yeah,
So
and that-
But he
check,
does.
check
But he does have that.
C4.
Oh, that one next to the right of it. I thought was supposed to be empty, right? Is that the
Yes,
one
it
you're
is
talking
supposed to be
about?
empty.
yeah, that one.
C81. There it is. Okay.
Okay, so I should unsolder that one.
I don't
Yeah.
know that
CR.
Say
Actually,
that
yeah,
again?
that's just,
Like a
I don't
protection.
remember if, oh, I could wait, let me stop the share and
I think that says CR1 and not C81. Interesting. I can't see quite enough of the silk screen.
then let's see.
Good eyes if you saw that.
Uh,
Does he have any other CRs? Is that what he's calling a diode? Or
yeah, there is a CR1 diode. It's a 1N914.
Yeah. I
Oh,
see
that's
that on the other one.
That must be somewhere else on the board.
No, it's definitely a capacitor. It's definitely C81. I just
Okay.
looked at it under a magnifying glass.
yeah,
Okay.
the diode goes right above the reset switch.
Okay. Maybe the pads were where the diode was at one point. Maybe that's
Well,
why
the
they're
diode,
there, and they just never got fixed. So,
well, there
like I
probably
said, maybe the
shouldn't be a
diode got
capacitor
moved.
there.
Say
No,
say that
it's
again, Mike. I didn't hear you.
There probably shouldn't be a capacitor there then.
Right.
let's see.
I think that's what Terry was saying. Is that one should have nothing in that particular.
Yeah, and there was a discussion about that also on the S100 group.
See now the C8 on my other board front panel has that little blue thing in, whatever
Mm.
that value is.
0.001 as well.
Well, I don't know if it's 0.001, but
Yeah.
this one has a 103 capacitor. Oh wait, that's not that one. That's this one.
103 is a 0.01, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so C8 is a 0.01.
So C8 in the, yeah, 0.01, correct. No, 0.001. It says,
Oh,
again,
001
there's
what I
too many
have.
different bills of material apparently that all
Yeah.
don't match, which just makes it, if you're lucky and get the right bill of materials, your board works.
I think this is the problem with getting old. You can't.
Oh, there's only one problem? Your
What
experience is
what were we
different than
talking
mine.
about?
If only there was only one problem. If
Yeah.
only.
One, yeah, or even one at a time.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got to go to the restroom. Just kidding.
Anyway, so C8 should be a 0.01.
It says
Who knows?
0.001 on the one I'm looking at, but
And no, same on mine. The CPA shows
Okay.
Where
0.001.
is C8?
That's the third one from the right of that row with all the resistors packs in it, resistor arrays.
Oh, mine's labeled C4.
which should be 0.01.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right.
Yes.
That's C4.
Okay, so that's part of the deposit circuit as well.
So
C4.
where is C8?
That's why I said C81. That's why I thought it might have been mislabeled, but
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I'm pretty sure that C81 is not supposed to be connected to anything.
okay.
Because I'm looking at the back of the board at C81, and the right side of the capacitor is ground, and both on the top and the bottom, I don't see anything connected to the left side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's why I have it installed and doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it's probably a bypass cap that was connected to something at some point during the layout and never got cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the difference between
Okay.
Rev E and Rev F.
One of
Yeah.
many,
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
maybe.
I don't have a blank board thing in this computer.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
looking at the
C8,
IMSAI schematic, the deposit circuit has a 001 to debounce the switch and then a 001 for the actual deposit.
Right.
so with C4 as a one, what did I say? It was a 103?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
It was
oddly enough,
102.
C4 is
So
the designator on the IMSAI, the real one, for the deposit 0.01.
Yeah, it says 103J.
Yep. Yeah, my C4 is also a 103.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
It looks just
on the
like
bomb, on my bomb, I have C8 as a 0.001.
Mm. Yeah.
your
Five.
bill of material must not match this mini front panel. That must be for a different board. I've been looking around and I do not find a C8.
It's probably one of the chips down at the bottom.
I looked through most of those.
as I recall, when I built mine, I believe
Mhm.
it's the Rev F. I couldn't find a C8, so I assumed the C81 was a mislabel. And of course, you said it wasn't hooked to anything, but I think that's where I threw the C8 capacitor into that C81 position.
Right.
So again, didn't make a difference, thank God. And mine does work. So,
Yeah.
though I've been after that experience, I've been kind of holding off building a second one.
I was thinking of building one of those, and you're really putting me off it right now.
They're really good boards.
When they work, they're great.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
they
when they
they're
work, they're
wonderful.
great. Yeah. Story of my life. When they work, they're great.
And the sad thing is, I don't think Don is interested in S100 anymore. He's busy with his little farm and
He does reply. I know. I had some conversations with him and got a. I have one more blank board that I haven't built yet from him. So
well, I've sent him a few emails now and he doesn't reply.
It
He
depends. I
hasn't,
guess for me, it was just I was looking for another board, and he was pretty responsive for stuff.
well, how long ago was that?
6 months maybe.
I see him
Yeah,
posting on Facebook all the time, but it's all about the farm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
He's
I
just
think,
taking a break.
Yeah, understand. So, well, so Mike, I heard you got that ZPU, I believe it was working.
Yeah, I got it from Patrick,
Yeah,
but he's not here today.
Yeah, I noticed
he's at
that.
a
Yeah.
wedding in Virginia. So
Oh,
so
wow.
you know, he was on for first few minutes and made sure that we can do the recording and stuff. And otherwise, yeah, he won't be able to. Really wanted to hear that, but he was kind of out with the family at a I think at a museum or something
Oh,
when he
yeah.
called it when he literally called in from the museum.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And
So, but
then,
love to hear what you have if you can.
So this is mainly about why the Chromemco ZPU doesn't seem to work with the 8800 panel interface board. So the
Yeah,
front panel interface board basically has all the logic that's on the front panel board of the real Altair.
yep,
So it's sort of done like it is in the 8800B, where it has a separate interface board that has the bus logic on it. Although the overall logic is much closer to the original 8800 than it is to the B. So it's a lot like the original 8800. The main thing I did was I made it synchronous. The original was full of asynchronous state logic. Of course, the one shots and all these SR flip-flops made out of a couple of NAND gates, SR latches. And so you had various race conditions and possible problems because of that asynchronous, which is like nails on a chalkboard to an engineer. So I fixed that and made it all synchronous off of Phi2 for the most part, or a signal that comes from Phi2. And that works fine on an 8800. But on a Z80, if that CPU board does not faithfully replicate the 8080 timing of signals relative to Phi2, then my synchronous circ is now grabbing garbage on the edges, right? So the whole point of synchronous is that you grab it at known points, everything is well defined. So that kind of falls apart. Let me see if I can figure out how to share my desktop. Where is that? Share?
yeah. You should be. I think I turned on sharing for everyone, so you should be able to hit the share and do it.
Share, where's desktop?
Let's
in the
see.
Screens,
bottom,
application window.
Let's see. Allow. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that.
in the bottom of the Zoom, you should see a little thing that says,
Oh,
there you
there
there we
you are.
go.
Something's popping up.
All right, that
There you
working?
are. Okay, timing. Yeah.
All right, so this is the 8080 bus cycle. Here's Phi1, which the CPU needs, but most of your timings are based off of Phi2. So sync or P sync on the S100 bus, this signifies the start of a memory cycle. It's also when the status signals come out, right about here in the middle, pretty close to this clock pulse right here. So this is when it latches mem read, mem write, S input, S output, all that good stuff. So the front panel board wants to stop on an instruction cycle, which needs the M1 status signal, which pops up here in the middle. Well, that's fairly late in the cycle. M1 is really data bit 5 while P-sync is true. That's the other
Right.
way to get the M1 cycle. Because really what it does is it just uses that 8212 latch on the CPU board and it latches it pretty close to this Phi1 cycle. So here in the middle. But anyway, data is available back here earlier. And so the trick on the front panel board, and I did it on mine as well, is you determine it's M1 by looking at D05 and P-sync being asserted at the same time. And that gives you more headroom so you can stop in time. Well, here's P-sync from the ZPU board. It occurs, okay, so DC here is the worst case timing. It's 120 nanoseconds after the leading edge of Phi2.
Mm-hmm.
So P-sync guaranteed to be valid before the falling edge of Phi2 because the minimum time on Phi2 is 220 nanoseconds. So this is guaranteed to be high for at least 100 nanoseconds before that falling edge. Well, in the ZPU, it comes out about 20 nanoseconds after the falling edge. So my board latches it on the falling edge. Okay, let's latch P-Sync. We know the status of it. We know it's stable. Well, it's not there yet on that board. So all I can do is go back to the original Altair style, and that is just asynchronously use P-Sync to clear flip-flop, the set reset pins. So that's what I've done is the fix is to mod the front panel interface to put P-Sync not to the set input of the flip-flop that generates single steps and examines and all that stuff. I guess I should have brought up the schematic. But here's the mods, and I'll publish those. There's a trace right here. It's really close to the socket, but you can get to it. So you cut that, so that frees up the set pin. And then here's an unused triple input or NAND gate. So, and I have it, tied high when it's not being used. So you cut the third input loose right there. And then you take P-Sync and run it to one of the inputs. And then I have P-Sync not here, which then I then run to the set. So it's fairly simple mod. And at this point, it still works with the Altair. But it also now works with the ZPU where your P-Sync timing is completely wrong. So anyway, I'll post a link to this document that has these 3 pictures in it and a little description. But yeah, that ended up being the issue. Let me see if I can find where do I get a window? Oh, it stopped it. Let me see if I can. All right, now try this share thing again. What did I do? That thing's, there we go. Thank you. All right, so this is the flip-flop that we've modified. So set was tied to VCC. So we cut that loose. And then we take P-Sync, which comes here on pin 2. And then this same chip has another one of these unused. So I just used it as an inverter to get me P-Sync not. So whenever P-Sync's asserted, now it sets the flip-flop, which is what it was doing by using, a JK not flip-flop can be used as a D flip-flop, or in this case, it's just using it to set it. So when I start a cycle, it clears the flip-flop, and then when Phi2 went negative, then it would take P-Sync, which would set the flip-flop back. Well, now, since it can't do this synchronously, it's going to do it asynchronously by running P-Sync not to the set input. So that's what the mod does.
So that with that mod, it'll still work in a regular original Altair 8800 front panel too, then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that way you can do both.
Are there any downsides to the mod where, it's kind of running it like it used to, I guess the older 8800 was like, but
Yeah,
obviously you made the change for a reason.
One piece of
Okay.
asynchronous behavior.
Yeah.
It's not like the thing failed on you 50% of the time, right? So it wasn't that terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll put a link to that if I can remember where I put it.
That, I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that.
Well, I know people have been looking. Are there some people that have tried that board? That's not a universal solution for every board that has an issue with it, but that's for that particular CPU board. Very few things use P-Sync out on the bus. Very few boards. The only board I know of is like Martin's 2SIO JP. It uses it for the exact same reason as the front panel, and that is to get it earlier than the status signals make it to the bus. but very few boards do that kind of stuff. So very few boards use P-Sync, and that's why, you know, the Z80s not having a reasonable P-Sync weren't that critical. I guess I haven't posted this yet. Anyway, I'll put it out there and put a link to it. Oh no, there it is.
Hey, Joe, C8
Yeah.
is the capacitor just to the left of U22. So
Okay.
it's another bypass cap.
Yeah.
Okay. You found it. Okay. That's good. I'll have to look and see.
So
Again, mine's working, so I'm not going to touch C81 at this point. You know what I mean. But
Right.
the
If it
next
works,
one I
don't
will
fix
leave it
it.
empty. What's that?
If it works, don't fix it.
Well, that's
And
it. So it's
yeah.
it's working good right now. I mean, so the next one I'll build differently.
What if it only works sometimes
Then it's an S100 machine.
there you
That's
go.
it.
or more than one?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
very
oh,
specific
yeah.
to my issue at the moment.
Mm.
I've
What's
got
happening, bud?
my Sol 2 working with two 5 1/4 inch drives.
Nice.
But if I move it or if I lift it, it'll stop working. And
Oh.
and over here is my good old North Star Horizon. And right now it's booting. You've seen it not boot before. I didn't do anything to it. I haven't physically moved it or anything. Sometimes it boots and sometimes it doesn't.
Sounds very familiar.
So
Well, I mean, I like my vector graphic, North Star, and those with, you know, that are mainly just S100 bus, nothing special. Just cycling the cards when it's not working, then boom, it suddenly starts working.
yeah.
The Sol 20, there's one or two ICs that if I just lifted them and put them back in, then my Sol would go back to working.
Yeah.
You know, I should probably replace those sockets at some point, but that's a much bigger job.
Yep.
So on the North Star, what are all those chips on the motherboard?
These down
It's got the serial. Go ahead,
here,
sorry.
serial and parallel and cassette interface.
Oh, okay. So that's all built right onto the system.
Yep. Yeah, these two are the two serial ports. And the parallel is somewhere, I don't know. And there was a question. This is strange. I have a SRAM, a North Star SRAM 6 in here. Now, I haven't found a schematic for HRAM 6. I haven't found a schematic for an HRAM 6 that matches the board. But this looks very close to an HRAM 64. Basically, it's an HRAM 64, I think, which is the one board that uses the 4116s that I asked about on the S100 computers group. And then I've got a second one of these HRAM 6s. The funny thing is, all the chips, I started pulling the chips out to test them, and half of them come out, more than half, actually 2 out of 16 were not this way, but 14 out of 16 came out with pins still in the sockets.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And they're very grungy.
That stinks.
So, yeah, so I'm going to have to clean up that board quite a bit. Oh, here it is. There's the other HRAM 6.
Wonder if they just had a bad batch of labels came in and they said, "I'll just stick them on the boards."
No, they're all black and corroded.
Ah.
No.
No,
These
no,
are
it's just. Go
These are the
ahead.
two
Sorry.
good ones, and these
Yeah.
are however many bad ones. Plus, some of these are bad too.
Oh God.
And all of these have at least one pin that stayed in the socket.
Ugh.
It's
Probably
corroded over years.
That's what all the chips in my Soul 20 looked like that. Had to pull all of them out and clean them.
yeah. Except these you can't. Even if you clean, you can't put new pins. New pins on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm slowly going through those two boards. The 16K board is the one that has the 4044s. Excuse me. And that's my show for the moment. I'm going to be sneezing.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick's board's the most 8800 work I've done in a while, so that was a nice little break.
No, I think a lot of people were interested in seeing that work, so that's cool.
Well, I'd seen various issues and people having problems with Z80, and then somebody says, "Well, I got it working, no problem," so I just kind of ignored it. But I
Yeah.
guess this one never went away, so obviously there was a real problem.
Yeah.
Your pencil shrunk.
Well, it depends on which one you want to use. I'm fidgety. I have to do something with my hands when I'm sitting. Oh.
So if I have the right caps in the right places on this board, you said
It might work, yes.
well, I got the thing is apparently I got the right caps in the right places.
Yeah.
But you said check the resistance on that 47K
Mm-hmm.
resistor pack.
Yeah, was it RR7? Is that the one with 47K?
Yeah, because you had at least 3 different resistor packs on various boards that you sent me that had one open, at least one resistor open instead of a 47 or instead of whatever it's supposed to be. Remember?
Was it open by we missoldered it? Is that what you're thinking?
No, it was a defective part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got a whole batch of defective resistor packs, I believe.
Oh God.
Because they were the same. They were the black. I don't remember if they were the 47Ks or a different value, but there was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, welcome to eBay Parts Supply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
I think he said he got them from Jameco or DigiKey or something.
Yeah, I think it was James probably.
Huh.
It happens. I think I got a bad bunch of actually LEDs from one of them at one point. Really kind of pissed me off because I didn't test them before soldering them in.
If you sell little 10-cent components, you don't test them before you ship them. So, that's going to happen.
And then your rep goes downhill.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. For something you can't do anything about.
Yeah, that's
I'm getting real close with all these S100 computer part problems. I'm getting real close to building an S100 logic analyzer based on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I could put 3 of them side by side on an S100 board.
Okay.
Or you could do what the guy on the Spectrum ZX did and stack them vertically. Change the these connectors on both sides to vertical instead of horizontal, and then you can stack them. The only problem with that is they'll take up more than one S100 slot to do that, because then it becomes too thick.
Too thick, yeah.
Well, how many you need? 4, right, to catch all the pins?
Yeah, and do you really need to hit all pins? Do you need to hit the +8? And
no. How many functional pins are there? It's around 80 something, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's why I'm looking at whether I need 3 of these or 4 of these.
How hard would it be? I mean, that looks like a fairly simple board. how hard would it be to functionally put 4 of those on an S100 card?
It wouldn't be all that hard. That's what somebody did
Yeah,
on a Z Spectrum ZX, I think,
yeah.
rather than a S100. The issue is going to be the Pi 2. I mean, you'd have to do something different with the Pi 2 because that takes up a
Quite a bit of
significant
real estate.
space
Yeah.
this way.
Right, but if you took them off the daughter board, as it were, and put the components directly on a single S100 card, you could first of all you could turn those pies 90 degrees. Again, the routing
Yeah.
might be a nightmare, but I don't
That's
know.
that's a lot more work than I'm willing to do.
Okay.
I'm willing to take 3 or 4 of these, wedge them onto an S100 bus, wire
Right.
wrap, well, solder wrap everything together, and
Hmm.
get it tested to make sure it works, and then give it
Right.
to somebody else to do a board layout because
Ah,
I'm terrible at board layouts.
I was going to say, is there Gerber files for that board now? Schematic and Gerber files?
probably.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Because if you got that, I can load it into Easy EDA and just all you do is say rotate that part 90 degrees, and Easy EDA does everything for you.
these are all tiny surface mount components.
Oh,
These are the
never
same
mind.
logic. Yeah, the same drivers that I think. Todd, did you use those in the?
No, I didn't. I don't. I'm not sure what chips you got there. I just used a RC Pi network out of the HP
Okay.
specs. But are those level converters there?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 5-volt or 3-volt level converters,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't even begin to try to build this up on a board.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no.
Much
Is that
easier.
16
Oh no,
channels?
you just use a socket.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
How many channels is that? Is that 16 channels or
24
24? Okay.
per board.
Yeah. Because on my card, I use the HP pods have essentially 17 channels coming in or per pod, and so I've got the 4 pods. So I got most of the critical S100 signals on with 64 channels pretty easily. I didn't get like all the interrupts and that kind of stuff. I even got a few of the 16-bit extension signals in there. But basically, one pod, 16 channels, the address lines, the data lines, another 16 channels, and then with the third pod, another 16 channels, I could get pretty much all the control signals that you'd want for most of the S100 decoding. The other fourth pod, I kind of put the signals that are kind of optional on there.
Yeah.
But if you had three of those, yeah, with 75 channels, you can get quite a few signals on there.
Yeah. See, I was thinking you got one here, and
Right.
a third one, and
Yeah.
that's hitting. Well, that's including the voltage regulators.
Yeah,
Along
that
here
looks like that'd work.
for the prototype.
Do you need all that extra circuitry at the bottom of that board?
No, you don't need any of it.
Okay, yeah. So if you got Gerber files for the original board, in Easy EDA, I can bring up a blank S100 board, copy paste the
Well, actually, you
board
just need
file on there, rotate the chip 90
no.
degrees.
Walt, I think it would be easier to just put in the pre-made boards because otherwise you're dealing with some really tiny surface mount stuff.
Yeah, the issue
Yeah.
with these little.
I'm thinking of having like JLC PCB just do all the SMT mounted in that.
Oh, I see.
Just come up with a whole board that's prefab, and all you have to do is plug in your Pi and go.
Right.
Another thing about doing that is these boards are designed to be, what do you call it?
Chained?
And chained, yeah. Another
Daisy
one plugs
chained.
in right here. So
Yeah,
these
but on an
sockets,
S100 board, you just route those to daisy chain
Right.
right
Exactly.
there. Yeah. I mean, Easy EDA makes it really easy to change stuff around.
well, anyway, that's another one of my projects. It was a long-term project, but because of all the S100 problems I'm having, I was thinking of making it a short-term project.
It's going to the top of the list.
Yep.
So
That's
cool.
I checked my resistor network, and that's all 4.6 to 4.7 K on those resistors.
4.6 or 46?
Should be 46K.
4.6 K.
It should be 47K.
Oh wait, what was they looking
Double
at?
check. It shouldn't be a
Double
point in
check
there.
that.
Could be it, Walt.
If you're off by a factor of 10, that would definitely adjust things.
Okay, let me
that
do
would mean all of the one shots would be off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it says 4.7 K.
There you go.
Sounds like you need to
Excellent.
swap out the resistor packs.
Doesn't sound right.
Just put 10 of those in instead.
Okay.
Just stack them up.
But you have to put them in series, not in parallel.
Well,
I'm not quite sure how you put resistor packs in series.
Yeah.
but the label on it says is for a for a 47 K ohm resistor network. It's mislabeled. Well, that's an easy enough thing to change out. I gotta look at my stash and check it before I solder it done.
Yeah.
Terry,
Yeah,
that plastic bag with 200 of 200 ohm resistor networks.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Might want to check them.
Yeah.
I thought I ordered 5, and the guy sent me 1,000.
5. Oh God.
I didn't know it was 200 in each bag. I just ordered 5. It was the way he had it worded on his eBay thing.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
got this big box with all those little bags in them. And so if
That's
anybody
cool.
needs 200 ohm resistor networks, I got plenty.
Yeah, I had the same problem show up. I bought a few, I don't remember, 47Ks or something, and I got a whole box full of them, like thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he only charged me like $4 or $5 for them, including shipping. So he was just trying to unload the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, by the way, Mike, your teletype unit worked perfect once I knew the right settings for the teletype adapter for RS-232. So that worked. The teletype's having problems, but it's not your adapter.
That's the Model 33 or the 15?
33.
33,
So
okay.
33. Yeah, that was the one I got from you. Actually, I have a second 33 that I'll probably have to order another one of your units. It literally worked. Plugged it in, ran the cable, and once I think I chatted you. I needed to know. I was thinking it was like I had to do something odd, like 7E1 or something odd, but no, just no. As you
It's
said,
all 8N1, except they did make some keyboards that were like 7E1.
yeah,
I mean 8N2.
yeah,
There were 7E2, but that was just the keyboard side. The punch was still, or the printer was still 8
yeah.
bits.
Oh,
So no,
wonderful. So,
yeah, so that worked fine. Like I said, the teletype I've had 2 issues with it. So essentially what I tested is I kind of took this isn't it, but an Arduino
Yeah.
and I had it essentially sending characters out and printing right across and everything. Then I found that the motor mount. The motor was slipping and the belt was loosening up. So I got I'll call him a friend, Wayne in Green Keys at
Oh
so he
yeah.
explained to me, he says, Joe, he says, you loosen the clamps, you throw a piece of essentially cardboard from the back of a notebook, back of a legal pad, a couple strips of that in there, clamp it back down, and that's been holding it. So that's good there. Right now, the problem I'm having is somewhere along the way it was working, but I've lost the line feed. You hit the line feed button. I can see it going down. I can see it pushing. I see it pushing the right things, but it's never actuating up the actual plunger that has to push the lever. This is This is not a tractor feed. This is a friction feed
I
unit.
was gonna say good because I had tractor feed and it is the most complex thing. Friction feeds is simpler.
It is simple. Actually, the unit I'm messing with is a KSR because it was simpler than the whole. I have an ASR as well that I plan on working on, but the
So the
KSR was
problem
a
I
little
was
simpler.
having, and this is where I really appreciate the Model 15s and some of those over this 33.
Yeah.
It's not engaging the function, Paul.
Yeah.
Have you ever just hand walked them through?
Well, I've hit the button and hand cranked it through to watch what's happening.
Yeah.
If that's what you're talking about, that type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. And I could see it. I could literally see I could see it going down. The plunger is supposed to. I think it's supposed to latch the lever that pulls it down, and then
Right.
it's
So
a little hook grabs
the
it. And
horizontal one that you see from the keyboard side
yeah,
is the function bar. And
yeah,
then function Paul is the vertical one that goes down. And so what's supposed to happen is that it drops far enough that the hook catches it and actually pulls on the pawl at that point. And
yeah,
mine would get within just this micro fraction of an inch of catching it, but not quite catch it. So it would never really pull on the pawl.
yeah.
And
And
it just had
that's
to
what this one.
just the
If I
whole rocker base, that the whole function thing, that function thing pivots back and forth like this over
yeah,
and over every cycle. And it would just change the angle of that just a hair. So there's that adjustment, but that gets messy very quick. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, now nothing works, which is scary.
yeah, everything works but the line feed right now.
Right.
So I again, what I haven't done, and I'll call myself lazy, is I've been lubing up certain points, but I haven't really taken it all apart and really cleaned everything and everything. I was just trying to get it functional.
Yeah.
To just have some fun with it. And like I said, I've been lucky for how much has worked. Originally the little I guess called a butterfly, the H shaped
Yeah.
thing was not toggling. That was keeping everything from working. And then once I got that lubed up and moving, then a bunch of other stuff worked. And
So
local,
KSR has that as well.
yeah. So
And
yeah, essentially,
that's part of the keyboard. Huh.
yeah. The KSR has it has a keyboard. It's a KSR
Keyboard send receive. I was thinking
yeah,
RO. Okay,
keyboard
okay, yeah,
send and
okay.
receive.
Yeah, just there's no
It's a key.
reader.
It's not. Yeah, it's a keyboard send and receive. So the only
Gotcha,
thing it's
gotcha.
missing is the tape, the
Right.
punch tape.
Yeah.
Stuff. So I actually got the ASR first, but the KSR looks simpler. And actually the KSR was bought to be parts for the ASR, but when I turned it on and almost everything worked after I did a little bit of lubing, it's like, oh, this is great. I'll have two.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there, but so right now the problem is I can't really see what um on that on the line feed what's skipping it. I can engage it myself and then hit the line feed button and it cycles perfectly, but if it's just so it's essentially when it's going down, it's supposed to, there's like a little, like you said, a little catch that it has to grab to pull
Yeah.
it down, and it's just missing it. So hard to see down there. I might
Yeah,
have
so
to
that's the rocker base adjustment. I forget the exact name of it.
rock
That
I'll have
gives
to
you
go
the
look.
clearance to grab that pawl.
But it could break a bunch of other stuff.
Mine, I adjusted it once early on and it fixed
Yeah.
it, and it was near max already.
Yeah.
From point A to point B, it was almost to the max. And then the second time, it needed to go more towards the max, and there really wasn't any more to go. So something else was basically wrong, right? You shouldn't be at the max adjustment. And so, yeah, then I started loosening some other things, and yeah, it got to a point of no return. So I just turned that machine into a parts machine after a couple months because I got so frustrated with it. And then you work on the 15s and stuff where, I mean, the adjustment procedure on the 33 is bend this, push on that. I mean, literally. Whereas, the 15s, they're designed for 24/7 operation, whereas the 33 is only supposed to be used like 6 hours a day. When the hobbyists came along and started using them as consoles, they got way overused, and they did pretty well. But that's not how they designed them. But yeah, the adjustment procedures are so different because it's all screws and set screws and locked in place and solid steel on the 15s and the 28s and the 35s and stuff. 33 after going back to it, so no wonder it doesn't work. This is just crossing your fingers on a lot of this stuff.
I'm actually amazed it works as well as it does. Honestly, watching everything spin.
They're amazing machines.
Oh, they absolutely are. The manuals, as we were talking about, it is like hieroglyphics. I do have the images of what blow ups of what I need and the descriptions of what it's doing. So I think the problem is I can't actually see the underside. I'm gonna to do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
that's
to literally
very hard.
remove everything. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
remove everything to actually see the underside and see if maybe the tab's broken or if it's
Yeah,
worn
so
or
I
if it's
pulled the
really just
printer out
adjustment.
and run it on its side a lot.
Yeah,
So I did that up on cardboard to let some of the pieces sticking out dig into the cardboard so you didn't damage them.
yeah.
I ran it on its side a lot so I could see the bottom. And you
Yeah.
learn how to put codes into the selector,
Yeah.
flipping each of
The
those little
push,
springs
yeah, you
one
can
by
put,
one.
yeah,
Because unfortunately, pushing the keypad and winding it in doesn't always get it in there. Sometimes it will, but not every time.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, and then your
Now,
fingers get sore from turning the fan. Well,
yeah.
you turn the fan on the motor, right? That's how you turn it.
Yeah, that's how I've been doing. Though I did turn. So one time it was kind of funny. I decided to turn the drive shaft,
Yeah.
and to spin it that way, and it actually worked. I'm thinking, oh
Huh.
wait, it's catching. So let me turn on the power and see. Then it went right back. So when I'm turning by the fan, I don't see it happening. But then the second time I tried it again, it didn't work. So I'm not really sure what
And Wayne
if it was
told
just
you
the way
about the
way.
old
What's
clothespin
that?
in the selector, right?
Oh no, I don't think we got into that yet.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
That's a good way to engage the selector. So it's not,
Uh,
because normally if you don't have anything hooked up, the unit just sits there and chatters, right? When you're
yeah,
running
yeah,
it.
yeah,
When you put my board on, it just stops because now it's got
yeah,
current.
yeah,
But so when you're running this by hand, it's constantly in that chatter mode or running
yeah,
open mode. And so you need the selector magnet engaged. And Wayne's idea, and it works great, is a clothespin, the kind you squeeze, just use it as a wedge and you stick it in that actuator arm of the selector magnet and it holds it closed. So then you turn it and turn it till you get to the idle point. And so now it's basically just motor spinning, of
yeah,
course, by hand. You
yeah,
know it's idle. And then you can put stuff in, and then you just release the selector briefly and then put your clothespin back in. But yeah, if you just mention the clothespin trick, if you ever get to that point, he'll know what you're talking about. I
yeah.
think Jeff Albrecht's write-up includes that. Jeff Albrecht did a little wiki-like page writing up a whole bunch of Wayne's advice.
I
Have you run
think
into
I came
that?
across. I think I came across it.
Yeah.
Did it have some color pictures and stuff
I don't
type
remember
things?
exactly, but it's a wiki format.
Okay,
Um,
Jeff Albright, you said.
Albrecht,
Albright,
Brecht.
Brecht. Okay.
I'll have to see if I can find that and I'll forward it to you if I can.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, it's
But
again
yeah, he's
Wayne.
condensed a bunch of Wayne's knowledge and
Yeah.
put it together.
Oh yeah, Wayne's just been a nice guy. He even sent me a couple of the. I guess somebody reproduced some of those little the caps for the.
Yeah, I got a
I
few
was
of
getting
those.
ready to do the tubing, on
Yeah.
it, and he sent me a couple of the caps. I was like, it was just nice. He just mailed them to me. I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
just over
willing
in
to send you
Vermont.
parts if he's got them. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He said he had some stuff. Bless you
But
there.
you could drive over and see him, right?
Hey, Vermont. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that bad of a drive. I'm guessing a few hours. I forgot which was it Rutland or I don't want to start telling his address, but
Rutland
it
sounds
was.
right. Somewhere in that area. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I could definitely do it. I'm not sure. I know he still has units. He actually the ones pictures of the ones he showed me were absolutely gorgeous, like better than what I remember even way back in the '80s when I played around with it. The only reason I'm doing it is I played with him in school, in high
Yeah. No,
school. We
that's why
had
I wanted one.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, um, yeah, but the one images he showed were amazing, and then I think he helped somebody else do some of theirs, and he said, but that person actually might have been Jeff. Um, he just did it all out like it was like a museum piece. It was absolutely amazing. If I get it working, I'm happy. I'm not a. That's my attitude in this stuff. So, yeah. Otherwise, yeah. I just want to make sure you had that were your the unit that you sell worked great for it. Honestly, for the
Good.
33, and I'll probably grab another one. Unless this one ends up as a parts unit based on what happens, I probably will need a second one. So,
Well, that'd be
uh,
fun to have two of them.
yeah, I was the idea. I mean, it. No, I was describing to my wife. She walked by. I had a video going with just somebody's machine running. She says, "What the hell's that?" I said, "Well, I'm moving that up into the office here, in the house." We'll see if
And
that happens.
that